Hello, my name is Leah Sherman, and for my assignment, we had to talk about why our state's alcoholic bureau might take away a restaurant or hotel's liquor license. For at least in PA, there's a couple reasons why this could happen, like serving minors, serving visibly intoxicated people, operating after hours. Like, there's a certain amount of time where they're able to sell alcohol, and they go past that time. That's actually very much illegal. Any type of illegal activity like illegal gambling or things of that nature, or even just failure to renew the license, because if you don't renew it, you can't get it. And even if you don't pay your taxes for your business, that can also be a reason why they remove it. Now, there are a lot of steps that somebody can take as a bartender to be able to basically make sure that you are selling to the right demographic. One is to make sure every guest you are serving is legal. This matters because selling alcohol to anyone under 21, even if they're 20, even if it's like 10 minutes away from their birthday and they're about to turn 21, it's still illegal. And one of the fastest and easiest ways a bar can lose their license. You can face fines, lose your business, and even face criminal charges as a bartender or even just a business owner. And it could be, your bar can be shut down permanently too. You can't go by looks alone, because nowadays you never know what age anybody is. So it's good to just kind of go based off of not just vibe, but just make sure you're carding people. Like, if they look to be maybe in their 30s, still card them, because you never know. You can't go by looks alone. And there's also behaviors. Like, most times when a teen comes into the bar, they are very nervous. They don't have the confidence when ordering. They don't really know what to order because they don't order alcohol ever. They don't really do that type of stuff. So, and even like if there's a group of them, definitely card every single one of them. It might be tedious, but this can help make sure it protects you and guards your bag, especially because the liquor license will test bars in certain areas to make sure they are keeping up to code. So they'll send underage people inside the bar to try to get liquor, and if they do catch you, then they can shut you down. And not just checking IDs, making sure, because we all know fake IDs exist. People have fake IDs they use all the time to get into clubs and bars. So it's always good to just overcheck. Make sure the date of birth is right, the expiration date, that it has that holographic or the state seal on it. And just make sure you check for any times of tampering, or just if it's a fake ID. You can even use a flashlight or just feel the surface to see if there's any abnormalities. And as always, if you are unsure, bartender, please go to your manager. They can ensure that for you. And if you believe someone has a fake ID, do not confront them. That is the worst way to do it. That is not your job. All you have to do is say, I'm sorry, I can't accept this form of ID. Do you have anything else you could use? And make sure you inform your manager or supervisor on shift immediately so they know what is going on with the situation, and make sure to document everything. You want to cover your behind. You want to make sure you are safe and that you are doing what's right. You want to make sure that you are protecting your job. Just also, when in doubt, don't serve. It is better to lose a sale than to lose your job. You can always make that money back another day compared to having to like lose your job, go to court possibly, and face those fines. Also, for intoxicated people, because we focus on more of the minors, for intoxicated people, check for the signs. People who look severely drunk, if you know you served them, try to push them to order food or appetizers, even get them to drink water, because that helps dilute alcohol. And please try to make sure they don't drive. You may not be able to physically take the keys, but make sure they know that if they attempt to drive off that lot, you will be calling the police. You will be doing your due diligence to ensure that every person, offer them a free taxi cab. Lyft and Uber both have offers for people who are drunk with certain restaurants, where they will pay for a Lyft or Uber driver to come to your restaurant and pick that person up instead of them driving. So just make sure at the end of the day, you're doing everything not just to protect yourself as a bartender or as a manager, but everything you can do to protect your patrons. Because at the end of the day, you are not just pouring drinks, you're protecting your business, you're protecting yourself, you're protecting the community, you're protecting others. The amount of drunk drivers that come out onto the road and situations like this happen all the time. Tragedies happen, death happen, and most times they can be prevented. So as long as you take these preventative measures, everything should be fine.